welcome to QUTV News. I'm Lindsay Fisher.
And I'm Freya Hansen.
This year, Quincy University's sports banquet was different in many ways.
And academic students had the chance to showcase their hard work throughout the semester.
Also, there is one QU student who connects better to his religion through raw food. But first, a historic person was celebrated here in Quincy, and that's where we begin today. A historic celebration came to Quincy community. Community members gathered to honor Father Augustus Tolton. QUTV has more on what this event means for the community. St. Boniface Church in Quincy welcomed parishioners, visitors, and church leaders for a special ceremony on April 29th honoring Father Augustus Tolton. Father Tolton was born into slavery in 1854, went on to become the first recognized black Roman Catholic priest in the U.S. His legacy continues to hold deep meaning for many in the Catholic community and beyond. After facing rejection from every American seminary at the time, Tolton traveled to Rome to complete his studies before returning to serve in Quincy, Illinois, where his ministry drew people of all backgrounds.
This is a great day for Quincy. It's something that many of us have waited on since 2010 when the Cause for Sainthood was first opened in the Archdiocese of Chicago. It'll be a long process. We need a lot of money, but it's going to happen, and it'll be a great thing for this community and really for this whole section of the state of Illinois.
A key highlight of the event was the presence of the bishop, who led parts of the ceremony and offered a special blessing in those in attendance. Church leaders say the bishop's involvement adds both significance and spiritual weight to the occasion. The ceremony also included prayers, readings, and a moment of recognition for Tolton's ongoing cause for canonization, a process that could one day lead him to be declared a saint.
Well, Father Gus is a big part of it. He was called affectionately Father Gus. Father Augustine Tolton is a big part of this diocese because he loved it so much here in Quincy that, as we were talking about in our service here today, that even when he died, he had, prior to his death, indicated to his mother that he wanted to, if anything ever happened, to be buried here in Quincy. So he died in Chicago at the age of 43 from heat stroke, but his body was brought back here and is buried here at St. Peter's Cemetery in Quincy. So his legacy lives on, in his spirit is very much here alive. And so what we hope is that by dedicating St. Boniface Church and renovating it, getting it back online, so to speak, that we'll have a place here dedicated to him that will make his legacy even better known for generations to come here.
For many in Quincy, the ceremony represents more than a historical remembrance. It's a chance to reflect on how Father Tolton's legacy continues to shape conversations about faith, equality, and perseverance today. Organizers say events like this also help educate younger generations about Tolton's life and the challenges he overcame. As the community gathers in his honor, many hope his story will continue to inspire unity and understanding for years to come. Shrine Committee members say it's going to take $5 to $6 million to help restore St. Boniface Church. To learn more about Father Tolton, reach out to any campus ministry leaders on campus.
Quincy University held its annual Mart Harn Sports Banquet, but this time with a twist. The banquet formally took place in Pepsi Arena, but upon student request, QU moved the banquet to the Armory. This night was about way more than just wins and losses. Students got a chance to dress up, enjoy food, and celebrate their accomplishments on and off the field. Assistant Athletic Director Carla Passini-Karlsmeyer speaks on what encouraged the change in scenery.
It made it more of a celebration. It brought them off campus. It gave them an opportunity to get dressed up, to sit down for a meal with their fellow student athletes, and I thought it just raised the level of the event by being off campus.
The location wasn't the only new feature this year. QU SAC introduced superlatives such as best uniforms, most likely to take over the cafe, and many more. This year's banquet was described as a massive success, and students' reactions confirmed that descriptions. Sources says that a location for the next year's banquet is to be determined, but it was confirmed that Pepsi Arena will not be the home going further. Quincy University students had the chance to showcase their research, creativity, and hard work during this year's academic symposium at the Connie Niemann Center for Music on off campus. I went to check out some presentations.
Andrei Golyabovich, Thomas McMahon, and Olga Portsavarich will present Hidden Figures.
One group of students from the mechanical engineering program presented a project inspired by the film Hidden Figures, focusing on the complex calculations behind the Mercury Atlas 6 space mission. Thomas McMahon says he and his group spent the entire semester developing the project, making the decision to present at the academic symposium an easy way to showcase their hard work.
I think it went well. I think it went better than I expected. Both my partners did a really good job, great presentation, and we got some good questions, so I'm happy how it went.
Here at the academic symposium, there's a lot of different varieties of topics like mechanical engineering in space to the autism spectrum, and let's hear about that. Haley easily presented a project that looks at how scientists can find possible treatment targets by studying how cells communicate, especially in relation to autism spectrum disorder. Her research focuses on understanding what happens at a cellular level, which could help explain how autism develops and point toward future treatments.
I am pre-med, and autism has been an increasing prevalence in the last 2 decades, so this is something that could very impact the medical field substantially. I would hope to present the new information in order to help others understand.
Easily say events like the academic symposium give students the opportunity to break down complex topics and share their findings with a broader audience. There was a winner in each category of the academic symposium. Thomas McMahon earned a first place with his group in the category Engineering Platform, and Haley Easley earned a participant mention.
Drinking raw milk has become more common in the U.S. Some students on campus have taken it up themselves. QUTV reporter Jasmine Hopkins takes a deeper look.
Quincy University is made up of plenty of students, some leading alternative lifestyles. Here is Tyler Martini.
Again, I spend a lot of time outside, so I'll usually be sitting out here, shirtless, getting sun. I'll be eating a lot of animal-based foods. Specifically, I choose to eat them raw, and then I try to spend obviously less time on the phone. I try to interact, with nature, and go for walks, go wander around, and just kind of live in the way that I believe God intended humans to live. I felt drawn on it to like raw foods ever since I was a kid. Whenever I'd go to the grocery store, I'd see these raw meats, raw chicken, raw eggs, and they always looked so appetizing to me, but it was obviously very taboo. Like, you can't eat those things, it's bad. And I just enjoy just sitting here in the sun. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's kind of weird, I get it, but it feels so good to me at least, and it really charges me, energizes me, and I don't even have to choose to do it. I just feel drawn to come out here and just sit here. I guess you can call it meditation. My personal, at first I just decided, hey, I want to become the best possible athlete, best baseball player. I know I I did some research, looked at a lot of Agnes Vonderplanit's, a lot of his work, and I was like, hey, there's definitely a lot of benefits that I'm leaving on the table by not giving it a shot. I mean, my friend's been doing this for months and he hasn't died yet. So, yeah, I just wanted to get big and strong. My skin is, in my opinion at least, pretty beautiful. My gut is completely cleaned up. I no longer get sick. I feel very mentally clear. I feel closer to God.
Hey guys, I decided to take a page out of Tyler's book and try meditating for myself. So here I am, outside, enjoying the weather and the sound of the birds. It's really peaceful. Would recommend. Jasmine Hopkins, QUTV, Quincy.
Tyler Martini would like people to come to him with any questions if they are interested in this lifestyle. You can reach him on Instagram at primal_Ty.
Keep calm and call bingo, because that is a fundraising strategy for some teams here on campus.
Yeah, and coming up is All Bets Are All In for another fundraiser as well. NAMI does different events on campus throughout the school year. All of these activities help with mental health. NAMI opened the opportunity to knock members into cold waters. NAMI used this opportunity to take students' minds off stress of finals.
For NAMI to put on events like this, especially towards the end of the year, it's really kind of an outlet to hopefully get students out and about and get them connecting with others, and also hopefully relieving a little bit of the stress that tends to come with final season and things like that. So hopefully we can kind of alleviate some of that for them.
QU will have more events like these as final week approaches. For more, to be sure to check out QU Hawks Life Instagram page.
Women in Business Club recently had a fundraiser that involved jackpots and all-in bets. QUTV's Angelina Pagliaccios take us to the casino night.
Tonight, the Women in Business Club is hosting its first ever casino night. It's bringing a fun Las Vegas style experience to the Quincy University.
Students are able to enjoy games, prizes, music, and a night focused on building community and getting involved on campus by playing casino-like games like blackjack and poker.
About a year ago, we came up with the idea, started putting it in process here at QU. We wanted an opportunity for women to connect with each other, kind of build more community outside of people's teams. Also an opportunity for people to learn about business, learn about professional opportunities, networking, everything that's important. Tonight we're hosting our first big fundraiser ever. We're doing a casino night. We're hoping to raise money to support our next year in our organization, hoping to increase our membership and our event opportunities on campus.
Even non-club members say they hope this first ever event becomes a new tradition for students in the future.
Casino night's going good so far. It's good to make some money for a club at the school. The school should definitely do it again. I think people are having a lot of fun and there's a decent crowd out here, so it's going good.
The president, Claire McDare, says the goal of this event is not only to entertain students, but also to create a strong sense of community and encourage involvement across campus.
At the casino night, right after winter break, our board met together and we just were trying to figure out what's going to be the best fundraiser for us and how we're going to make the most amount of money. And actually our secretary, Emily Leal, is the one that came up with the idea. We talked about how a lot of college students are just they like to play poker. A lot of them will do it on their own, and then we just thought this was not only a fun way to get the campus involved in women in business, but we knew this was an event that the campus probably could use.
Angelina Pagliaccio, QUTV News, Quincy.
Many sports teams have to fundraise for away trips, equipment, dinners, and more. A couple of teams came up with a fun way to get the community involved. The women's volleyball and basketball teams came together to have a bingo and silent auction night to help support their fundraising goals for the 2026-2027 seasons. Family and friends packed the room, bringing a competitive attitude and fun for everyone involved, not only bringing two teams together, but also two different fan clubs.
I think it's a really good chance to not just get like the people that's involved in your like immediate family, obviously that, but also like you can invite your friends, you can invite people from the community, and it's nothing to do with volleyball, nothing to do with basketball, and you just have fun and you play bingo, so then you get to see the other side of everybody.
The teams say events like this not only help cover costs, but also build a stronger connection with the full house turnout. Both teams are one step closer to their fundraising goals for next season.
What's the weather looking like this week for our last week on campus?
Yeah, what does graduation look like, Grant?
Yeah, actually, so the chances of graduation being outside have lessened because a couple of potential spotted showers have popped up. Let's take a look at what your forecast is for this week. Like I said, graduation might not be outside because of a couple spotted showers. And then UV is going to be high this week, so get outside, and it's going to be sunny. Today's high is going to be 76 degrees with a low of 53 tonight. And the daily average is right around today. It's going to be 73 with a low of 53, which is the average. Record of 91, as I said, in 2011, and then 39 degrees in 2021. Like I said, today's afternoon right now is 72 degrees. UV is an 8. So if you are seeing this, get outside and get some sun. It feels like 75, so it's even warmer than what it is. Tonight's going to be a low of 53, clear skies, calm night, a little bit of wind, so if you want to open your window at night, it's going to be a perfect night for that. Tuesday, tomorrow is going to be even nicer than today. It's going to be UV of 7, and it's going to be 83 degrees and sunny with a little bit of wind, 10 miles an hour blowing from the west. Your weekend forecast is going to be Friday, 57. Friday night's going to be 57. Friday evening is going to be 39. Saturday is going to be 86 degrees. With the high on graduation, it's going to be 86. If it's on outside, it's going to be hot. I'll step aside. As you can see, there's a lot of sun. So bust out those sunglasses and get outside. And I'll step aside for your rest of your forecast. And that's what we have in store for your forecast.
Thank you, Grant.
The Quincy University golf team looks to finish strong.
While Hawks baseball and softball teams have wrapped up their seasons. Stay with us as Michael Lanier will tell us more about that in sports.
With the year wrapping up, we don't have much really going on in the sports world.
Yeah, for the sports that did play, tell us about them, Michael.
Well, one sport had a chance to make a run in the GLVC tournament. We're going to talk about that. But first, Quincy University was represented on the national level last week. The NCAA East Regional was held at Findlay Country Club. Quincy University was represented by Lily Vardaman, who competed in one of the strongest fields in the country. Despite facing the tough competition, Vardaman would finish 36th of 89 in the region. Congratulations, Lily. Quincy women's softball team has struggled this year. Last week, facing two of the top teams in the GLVC was not a cakewalk. In Game 1 against Maryville, the Hawks would put up 1 run and 3 hits in the 6 innings of play before dropping this one 9-1. They would then turn around and play another one against the Saints, this time getting 1 hit and ending in 5 innings. The Hawks would drop this one too by a final score of 10-1. In the final matchup of the year, the Hawks would travel to in-state rival McKendree University. McKendree, who's ranked 17th in the nation, did not take it easy on the Hawks. Between the 2 games, the Hawks wouldn't get a run across the board. Game 1, the Hawks were unable to reach base, getting no hit and dropping this one 10-0. Game 2 wasn't any different, as the Hawks would get just 1 hit in the top of the first, and that would end in an 11-0 loss for the Hawks to end the season. The Lady Hawks would finish the season 8-44 and 4-24 in GLVC play. Quincy baseball clinched a GLVC tournament spot with a win over Upper Iowa 2 weeks ago. That GLVC tournament started last Wednesday with Quincy playing Maryville. Quincy got on the board first in the 2nd inning before giving up 4 runs in the 4th. That was all the scoring until the 8th inning when Isaiah Fudge scored on a throwing error to bring the Hawks within 1. In the 9th inning, the Hawks with 2 outs and the season on the line had a chance to tie it.
Blake Sivak out of the pen, doing his job and holding on to the lead. Now Grenier sends this high, or has this one hit high in the air to right field. Lark back, looks up, and we are tied. Four and a solo bomb to right by Fondre. 6th of the year and his 50th RBI.
The Hawks would fall in extra innings 5-4. The Hawks end their season 31-20 and 19-13 in GLVC play. And that's all we have for sports.
Thank you, Michael. There's a lot of good spots here in Quincy, maybe some you haven't heard about before.
Yes, coming up is some maybe of the best spots here in Quincy. Last week, we heard students' favorite places at home. This week, QUTV's Michael Lanier tells us about his favorite places and activities right here in Quincy.
When you're at college, a lot of times you're looking for things to do. Before we leave college, I want to show you some of my favorite places in Quincy.
For me, taking care of myself mentally is a big deal. That's why out here I like to come sit, get a view of the Quincy Bridge, mighty Mississippi, and just decompress from life sometimes.
Riverview Park is one of my favorite places because you get to connect with nature and at night watch a pretty good sunset. It gives you a second to relax and breathe and disconnect from the social life of Quincy. The next stop on the list is going to be inside. Legacy Martial Arts. Legacy Martial Arts is owned by my brother Robert. Being here gives me a chance to relax and even take out some anger and stress on some punching bags, all while getting in a good sweat with my family. This has been here since 2008 and classes are free for a week. The next stop on the list is Upper Mormon Park. Batting cages, mini golf, sand volleyball are amongst many things that are offered here. Whether you want to go fishing, play some disc golf, or even play some pickleball, Upper Mormon Park has many different options there for you. It's a big park, so there's more than just this to it. It's a beautiful scene with a pond that you can sit by and listen to birds chirp all day. So whether it's punching a punching bag, going fishing, or even just sitting out by the mighty Mississippi, these are some of my favorite activities to do in Quincy, Illinois. Michael Lanier, QUTV News, Quincy.
Quincy offers lots of activities for people of all ages. A lot of these places might have students discount for you as well.
What's your guys' favorite place in Quincy? I didn't mention one, and I would say one of my favorite places here would have to be sitting on this desk next to all you guys.
Yeah, mine has to be Qdoba. I think I've been there over 150 times.
Yeah, mine is probably all the coffee places around Quincy and this room as well.
Yeah, for how big of a cliche it is, I really like Quincy University campus during the fall and spring seasons, so I will definitely miss it. Thank you so much for watching QUTV News. This is the last show ever for all the seniors, so on behalf of all the seniors, it has been a pleasure to provide news stories for you. For more QUTV stories, make sure to check out QUmedia.net and social media platforms, such as Facebook and Instagram. Good luck on finals and have a great day. And like always,
it's a great day to be a Hog.